What did you expect college to be like?
Well, I definitely expected there to be work involved, steady load, maybe a job involved. So you definitely have, you're definitely busy. You're involved with 4 or 5 classes. Generally speaking, if you're overloaded, you have about 6 or 7 classes. It's not too hard, but there is a lot of work involved. You have to keep your studies. There are several hours a day worth of study involved, and it's worth it. So that's what I expected college to be like.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'd say pretty much the same thing. I expected it to be a lot of work, and a lot more work, and some more work, and a lot of studying. I expected it to be fun, but at the same time, like, I expected to learn and grow in that aspect.
How were your expectations different than the reality of college?
Well, in high school, you had to be in your classes, of course. In college, the professor doesn't care if you attend class or not, but you definitely get the choice of coming, you get the choice of responding to class, and it's definitely it's just better to be able to do it on your own, because it's responsible, and you're building character in yourself by coming to college yourself, doing things yourself, and studying yourself. And it's different from high school. It's different from a lot of things, but it's definitely worth it. It's definitely worth it in the long run. You learn how to work hard. You learn how to wake up earlier. You learn how to just balance things and try to do better in life when it comes to building your future and building your career.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I think one thing that was definitely different, I was homeschooled, so I was...
Schools are awesome.
Yeah. But I don't know, school's a little bit different for me. I did go through public school when I was in elementary, but when I came, like, I expected the students to be a lot more dedicated. I didn't think that a lot of them were going to be like bums like they are, but they don't study as much, they're not as more focused. They're not as focused as I thought they were going to be. And because of that, I think a lot of times the teachers don't put as much into it, because they see that the students don't value it as much, so they don't put as much into it. So I kind of expected a little more from the teachers as well.
Have you or your perspective changed during college?
Yeah, quite a bit actually. Like I was commenting before, a lot of students are bums. Well, I feel like it's a whole lot easier for me to be a bum because everybody else is. So my, I guess my standards, my norms have definitely come down a little bit in that regard. I'm not as hard a worker. I don't focus so much on my studies. I will say I've found a pretty good job, or done a pretty good job finding other areas of interest. So I'm not necessarily 100% a bum, but it definitely has changed my focus in that regard.
It definitely has, because this is going to be your career, and you're learning your major. If you're going on to a 4-year, you're of course still in your studies, but if you're in a 2-year degree, you definitely are learning your job. And when you're getting into your job and what you're going to be doing, you definitely get into your studies. You definitely get in. If it's nursing, you're hands-on, you're there. If it's respiratory therapy, you're hands-on, you're there. If it's going to be your major, it's harder to keep up. You got another degree to go. But if it's a 2-year degree, it's easier, because you know this is going to be your career. So talk to other people who are going to be in the same field as you. So it's